Hey guys, welcome back to Vanguard Motor Sales. I know you hear me say this a lot, but I got my new favorite car right here. Yeah, she's a Heritage. She is a 2022. It's got less than 300 miles on it, and it's a painted stripe car. Take a nice close look at this. I know you guys who watch these all the time know I love these cars. I've been driving one for about the last 4 years, and I deem to put the most miles on a GT500 of anybody else on the planet, man. I absolutely love driving these things. They handle amazing. They got killer power. I mean, you can't drive down the expressway without getting thumbs up from everybody on the planet. Then, of course, this one's painted Heritage colors, so it's really celebrating Carol Shelby. She is a sweetheart, man. And I said earlier, just under 300 miles. So she's either a collector or a driver. Carbon fiber package on this one. Yeah, she's got all the bells and whistles. Man, I tell you, I mean, like I said, I don't know how many of these we've had, and I've had 4 of them myself, and I just grin every time I look at one. I mean, I just want to hop in the driver's seat right now and take it around the block, baby. She is a blast to drive. Super, super fun car. Now, the track pack cars do not have a back seat. It does have the Recaro seats in it up front. And boy, do they hold you in the seat. And I tell you, if you take a corner hard, you're going to be really loving those seats because they'll hold you right in there. This thing will turn a corner on a dime. She'll stop on a dime. And she accelerates like a rocket ship. Now, I take mine grocery shopping. We go everywhere in mine. I tell you what, one of the coolest things is it's basically just a Mustang that you can go racing with. Now, this one's got the aftermarket airbox, so there is the original airbox on it. You can see just clean as a whistle, just like you'd expect on a 22 model with only 300 miles on it. Actually, it's less than 300 miles. Super, super cool. Now look down the side of this thing, man. It just looks sinister, doesn't it? Just love it. She is a beauty. So at Vanguard Motor Sales, we don't do consignment whatsoever. That means we own this Heritage Mustang, so you know we did our homework on everything before we brought it into our shop. And a lot of you may be wondering what that means to you. Most classic car dealers sell on consignment. They sell just about anything that'll roll through the door, and they don't know much about the cars. Finding a Vanguard quality car isn't easy. Our team of 15 buyers review thousands of vehicles each month. Our inspectors travel all over the country to handpick each of our cars, which saves you time, money, and frustration. Think of us as your expert hands, eyes, and ears to make sure that you end up with the highest quality car. We have almost 50 team members here at Vanguard, and every one of us is a gearhead. Growing up around the Motor City, all of our families worked in the auto industry. I grew up working in the garage with my dad, and we worked on countless classics over the years. Around here, cars are a way of life. Let's take this baby for a ride. Everybody knows this is my new favorite car. I love these things, man. Just sounds amazing, drives amazing, looks amazing. Can't go anywhere. I went and picked up carryout in my car last night, and I had to stop for a little mini car show. Everybody's wanting to take pictures of it. And this one's a Heritage, so this one's even one step above mine. This thing is sweet, man. Now this one's only got 280 miles on it, so we're not going to take it on a very long drive. We're just going to go around the industrial park here, just so we can talk nice about it all the way around. Tell you what, I'm in love with this thing. She's absolutely cool as can be. Now at Vanguard Motor Sales, we can deliver it anywhere in the world. You just give us a call at 248-974-9513. Tom will tell you all about this beautiful car and just how easy it is to park this dream in your driveway. Now the car I had last year, basically same car, I actually went out to the drag strip with it, and with all season tires on it, no launch control, no nothing, just getting up there and putting the hammer down when the light goes green, I ran a 10.8 1/4. I tell you, this thing is a rocket ship. As you see down here on the dash, they all pretty much look exactly alike, all the GT500s. When you change the mode, though, the dash actually changes. Go. There's sport mode, it'll change now. Well, I guess you must have to set it up because mine changes. There's drag strip mode. Super, super cool here, guys. Now, there's all kinds of gadgets on this thing. You can change the color of the dash. You can, like I said, launch control. There's a line lock. I mean, it'll do all kinds of fancy stuff, and that's more for the younger generation. I know how to work the line lock, and I know how to change the modes, and you can change the exhaust tone also. The shock settings you can change off the steering wheel. Now I want to thank all 1.7 million of you who have joined us on YouTube. That subscription's real easy. You just hit the subscription button and then hit the little bell button so you get a notification whenever we get a new car in. It's a great way to keep track of it. I mean, we're getting at least one new car in every day, sometimes two. So keep a close eye on us. If you want to come visit us, we'd love to have you. We are close to the airport if you need to fly in. If you want to send an inspector, no problem. Send your inspector. We'd love to meet your inspector. We're coming up on the shop right now. We're located right here in the Motor City at 15100 Keel Street in Plymouth, Michigan. This building is where our team of 15 world-class mechanics inspect and improve every one of our cars. All of our work is done in-house. Our mechanics only service the vehicles we sell. We start with a thorough inspection and test drive. Then our team gets to work. We take the time to learn each car and fix the things that I would fix if it was mine. If that means the engine needs to come out, then it comes out. When you purchase a classic car from an auction or another dealer, in most cases it hasn't been inspected or serviced. You may be in for some unpleasant surprises. At Vanguard, we save you from the headaches that cost you time and money by handling this process for you. Right down the road is our 40,000 square foot indoor showroom. This building is climate controlled and houses over 100 amazing vehicles. We're constantly bringing in new inventory, so you never know what might show up tomorrow. All right, we're underneath this beauty, my favorite car on the planet. Look at this thing, beautiful. Just like you'd expect on a car that's got less than 300 miles on it. Now she is a 22. So again, if you are a collector and you want to put this in your collection, she is beautiful, man. Right here, see these two lines right there? That's actually an oil cooler. There's got a little pump in there, and it pumps it back to a cooler back here in the back with a little fan on it. We actually have a sending unit there for the temperature. It comes up on the dash. Looks like it's a 373 gear in there. It is independent suspension. You see all the adjustments down here. I mean, you want to talk about solid as a rock. Of course, you're putting 760 horsepower back here, and a lot of guys are turning these babies up to well over 1,000 horsepower. I've never messed with one of my cars. I mean, to me, they're fast enough. The 7-speed automatic transmission. It's not really an automatic transmission. Tremec makes it. What this transmission is a dual clutch transmission. It's actually a manual transmission with 2 clutches in there. And one clutch does first, third, fifth, and seventh. The other one does 2, 4, 6, and reverse. I think that's the best I've ever got it out of one mouth. The plastic here, I mean, everything, this skid plate, everything looking beautiful under here. And you got to take a nice close look at these gigantic brakes. And I tell you what, this car will go like a bat out of hell, but it'll stop even faster, man. It will stop on a dime and give you about 9.9 cents back. Look at this. Now we got a couple of faint scratches here, and after driving one of these a lot, if you go through anything, I mean, this car is only about that far off the ground. So you go any driveway or whatever, you want to hit it at an angle and go nice and slow. Of course, we got the carbon fiber wheels. Now, if you're like me and you like to drive your car, these things are a little on the expensive side. It's about $7,500 a copy for just the wheel. What I did on mine is I've got mine nice and safe stacked up in the garage, and I bought a set of aluminum wheels that are spoked just like this, and that's what I run on my car when I'm doing it as a daily driver. Now up front here, these are 305/30 20s up front, and these are the Pilot Sport Cup 2s. That's what comes on the carbon fiber package cars. Now as you look down the side there, of course the paint's beautiful, the rocker molding's beautiful. And another thing I bought for this little hole in here, they actually make some guys do some aftermarket little insert for that to keep that front tire from throwing dirt up on the rocker here. Now out back we got a little bit more rubber. These are 315/30 20s out back, and of course we got the gigantic Brembo brakes back here too, and the same tire. And the offset on these wheels is different, even though they're both 20s. The offset on the back and the front are a little bit different. And I forgot to mention those front ones, you might have seen some silver in there. That's actually a space age heat soak material. Keeps that heat off those carbon fiber wheels, off that gigantic brake setup. Let's lower it down. Wow, look at this, man. You want to talk about cool? This thing is the ultimate cool. Like I said earlier when we did the inside video, you see they did the aftermarket air box. The car I'm driving right now actually has one of these on it too, but again, the original air box is in the trunk of this thing. Magnesium brace there on the shock towers. Of course, power steering, power brakes, anti-lock brakes, air conditioning. I mean, it's got all the frills, man. Now this pan right here comes off, so when you take it out to the racetrack, or if you just want to keep it nice and cool under the hood, that pan comes off. This is just a rain pan to kind of keep some of the rain off the top of the supercharger there. Of course, they're real proud of these things, so the guy who builds the motor signs every one of them. This is the Predator motor, 760 horsepower, and it is a blast to drive, guys. It's got carbon fiber here. I mean, everything about this car is cool. I'll tell you another little trick, a real quick sight trick to tell whether it's a painted on stripe or vinyl stripe. The vinyl stripes stop about 1/8 of an inch from the edge. The painted stripes go all the way through. So that's a good telltale sign real quick. Guys, give us a call at 248-974-9513 and let Vanguard Motor Sales park this dream in your drive.